Hi guys, how you guys doing? So I wanted to do a video of the American League East because it's a very tough, a very tight division right now, and I wanted to talk about the year before too. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the Blue Jays being first in this division right now, playing good baseball. They won 6 in a row. Their record is 50-38, so they're first. Last year, the same amount of 88 games, they were 40-48. They were 15.5 games behind first place in that division. So last year they had a really bad season, and this year they bounced back and they're playing very great baseball. The Yankees, so before that, the Blue Jays, next game, it will get better because after the Angels, they play the White Sox that are 29-59, one of the worst team in baseball. And then they play against the A's also. The A's are 37-53. So against both bad teams in baseball, playing bad baseball. So, but it could be tricky. Those teams could be tricky to play against. But yeah. So these are the two matchups before the All-Star weekend, July 15th. The Yankees, second place. They're playing really bad baseball right now. They lost 5 in a row. They are 48-40. They're 2 games behind Blue Jays, tied with the Rays. In 88 game last year, they had 54 wins, 34 loss. They were 2 games behind first place. That was the Orioles. I'll be talking about them later on. The next two matchup after the Mets, because they're playing the Mets, is going to be the Mariners, 46-42, not very easy to play against, and then the Cubs. They are 53-35. The Cubs are first in their division, so it's going to be very two tough matchup, and they're not playing good baseball, so they might slide a little bit worse. We'll see how the Yankees go. The Rays, they are third place with 48-40, tied with the Yankees, but I think the Yankees have the tiebreaker. With 88 games last year, they were 500 with 44 wins, 44 losses. So they have 4 wins more than last year. Last year, they were 12 games behind first place. The Tigers, so the next matchup after the Twins, they're going to be playing the very tough Tigers. They are 55-34. And then they play the Red Sox 44-45. So they play against their divisional rival. So the Rays could go higher than the Yankees. We'll see how it goes. But the Tigers are going to be very tough to play against. And then we have the Red Sox. They are right now fourth place with 44-45. They are 6.5 games behind the Blue Jays in 89 games so far. But last year, 89 games, they were 48-41. So 4 games more than last year, than this year. So they've been playing a little bit less baseball than last year. So the next games after they finish with the Nationals, they're playing against the really bad Rockies, the worst team in baseball, with 20 wins, 68 loss. And then they play a very tough matchup against the Rays. The Rays are 48-40. They're trying to catch up the Rays. So that's going to be a key matchup for the Red Sox. Then we have the Orioles having a really surprising bad season. This year they are 5th place with 38 wins, 49 loss. They are 11.5 games behind the Blue Jays. So far, they played 87 games. Last year, they were 55-32. They were 2 games over second place. That was, I think, the Yankees. Yeah, the Yankees. And the Yankees won that division last year. But in 87 games, they were 2 games above second place. That is a 17 games lower. So they had 17 games more, 17 wins more than this year. So it's really a bad season for the Orioles. We are halfway the season. I don't see them fixing this, but they can maybe fix it and go to the wild card. I don't see them winning this division. So maybe going to wild card. We don't know. The way they're playing, I don't think so, but it could happen. So the next game for the Orioles is going to be a tough one against the Mets because the Mets are playing good baseball. 51 and 38. The Mets right now are playing against the Yankees. Then they play the Marlins, 39 and 47. So they're playing against National League East Divisional. So they're playing right now against the Braves. They're playing the Mets and then the Marlins. That's gonna be tough for the Orioles. So I could see the Blue Jays going higher than this here because they're playing against they're finishing with the Angels, and then the White Sox and the A's after that. That is a good schedule. So I think they can keep up this winning streak. Maybe we'll see, but they're playing good baseball. I do see them as a playoff team. I know it's halfway. There's still a lot of baseball left, but they are playing good baseball this year, and we'll see how that goes for the next few months. See if they're still up here. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like and subscribe. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you soon in more videos. See you guys.